The Civil Society Dialogue Series was initiated in 2020 for government to partner with CSOs in constructively discussing on issues that promote good governance and development. This is the second dialogue series with the theme Decentralization for Effective Service Delivery, focusing on agriculture, education, and water. The Vice President says the discourse is to inform policy making that will improve service delivery. He sustained that government is working on attracting additional investment to agriculture as an engine of economic growth.
When we came in around 2018, Sierra Leone was spending about $520 million to import food, of which $240 million alone is on rice. And we look at the climate, we look at the environment, and we realize that this is a sector that we can turn around, not only to decrease our dependency of food importation that is causing extreme stress on the dollar, but equally to just get that sector to become the bedrock for small-scale industrialization. Good governance and democracy is the only route to development. And dialogue of this nature is critical to that road.
The EU, one of Sierra Leone's biggest funding agency, highly recommends decentralization as the foundation for development of any democratic society. The CSOs maintained that even with the duty-free concession on rice, price of the commodity continues to steadily increase. However, they are strongly of the view that agriculture must be an inclusive approach.
For my own research, I'm a farmer like I said. I have about 300 acres of land. I'm doing cash crop and of course economic crop. I just harvest my rice recently. Government is auctioning about $160 million to CTC alone. So we need to change the narrative. We need a paradigm shift from the white rice, the imported rice, which is highly contagious to our health, that has led to so many deaths, to our local rice. So the media, civil society, we need to help government on this. We should be looking at a situation where by the next 1 year, you should be able to cut that 166 million to like, let's say, 40 million on rice to auction. So you kill the over-dependence on rice importation because we are signing our own death warrant with this imported rice.
Responding to CSOs, the Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Abubakar Karim, said at the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, they cultivated 6,000 hectares of rice farm, which he says has made an increase of 10% yield.
This year we've done about 20,000 hectares, 8,000 hectares of those, that's for the youth farms, and then 12,000 for our general farmers. So I'll leave you to do the maths. We're expecting bumper harvest. I mean, you've had all the hue and cry in the social media about harvesters. We know that that's an indication that a lot of rice are out there in the fields now, as compared to previous years when even food are not available, or rice, is not available in the market, and therefore prices go up exponentially.
The food sector was recognized for making gains in bringing some mechanized farming equipment, setting up community-based structures, and decentralizing the use of farm equipment. Nevertheless, late provision of seed inputs to many farming communities was identified for affecting yields. Salif Jorna Kamara, AYV News in Port Loko.